Very good morning, children. Today, let's move on to a new chapter in social studies, chapter 12, Connecting with People. We all love to talk to others, share many things in our life, right? So, you also love to talk to your friends, talk to your family members. Suppose your friends or your relatives are far away from you. How do you stay connected with them? There are many means, right? You can talk to them over phone, you can write letters, and these days you can even video chat with them. So that is what we are going to learn today, connecting with people. First, let's learn about communication. When you talk to your parents or your friends, you're communicating, you're sending a message and receiving a message. So that is what is called communication. So what is communication? Communication is the process of sending and receiving messages. So when we are talking or communicating, you're sending a message and at the same time receiving message. So that is what is called communication. There are different means of communication. You can communicate using letters, telephone, mobile phone, and even video chat. So these are different means of staying connected with people, or these are different means of communication. This is a letter. When you write a letter, what is the most important thing? You must know the address of the person to whom you are sending the letter. So it's important that you write the address in front of the letter. Here you can see a telephone and a mobile phone. So what is the use of a telephone and a mobile phone? You can talk to your friends, relatives. You can call them even if they are far away. But a telephone you cannot carry along with you. But a mobile phone, wherever you go, you can carry it along with you. So that is the difference between a telephone and a mobile phone. Now let's learn about means of communication. There are two types of communication. They are personal means of communication and mass communication. So let's learn about this in detail now. Means of communication between individuals is personal means of communication. Suppose you're writing a letter to your friend. So you're sending the message and the person who receives the letter is receiving the message. So that communication is happening between two persons, two individuals. So such type of communication, we can say it as personal means of communication. Example, letter, telephone are all means of personal communication. When you talk to your friend, the message is being passed to you and to your friend. So such type of communication is called personal means of communication. The other means of communication is mass means of communication. So communication with a large number of people at one time is mass communication. When you read a newspaper, the news is passed to a large number of people at the same time. So such type of communication is called mass communication. And when you watch news on television, that news is passed on to a large number of people at the same time. So that type is called mass communication. So there are different means of communication. They are personal means of communication and mass communication. So let's move on to our text. You can open your text, page number 69. Now let's read that. You can see pictures given there. So let's read it. In the first picture, you can see Deepthi was very sad because her friend Aman was going to live in a different city. So you can see in that picture that Deepthi is waving to Aman. He's going on a train and she's seeing him off in the railway station. The next picture, second one, you can see, don't be sad, Deepthi. You can still keep in touch with Aman. So her mother is consoling her that even though Aman has gone far away, she can keep in touch with him. In the third picture, you can see, you can call him and chat with him on the mobile phone. You can also write letters to him. So her mother is telling that she can keep in touch with him through letters or mobile phone. Fourth one, really? Let's go call him now. So then she was excited, Deepthi was excited and she said, oh really? Now let's go and call him now. So these are the different means of staying connected with people. So you can see below that page, there's a question. Let's get started. How do you keep in touch with your friends and relatives who live in a different town? So how do you keep in touch with your friends or relatives who are far away? So you can write there the answer in the space provided. Here you can see the ways of connecting. You can stay connected by sending letters, emails, and messages. At the same time, you can stay connected by talking over phone, reading books and newspapers, and watching television. And what are the things or the means to connect with? Letters, phone, television, newspaper, and computer are the means to stay connected with. Page number 71, we have an exercise, so let's take that. So here you can see, match the different ways of connecting with people given in the help box with the correct picture. So you can see in the help box, some words are given, we have to match it. So the words given in the help box are catching up with friends, talking over the phone, reading the news, posting letters, sending emails, listening to the radio. Now we have to write it under these pictures. So the first picture, you can see that the girl is sending emails. So here you can write sending emails. In the second picture, you can see reading the news. Third one, you can see catching up with friends. Fourth, it is posting letters. And in the fifth, you can see that it is talking over the phone. So you can write there talking over the phone. And in the last picture, you can see listening to the radio. So you can write down these answers in your text itself. Moving on to the next page, page number 72, we have the checkpoint. So let's see what it is. The pictures below show different objects that help us to know about the world around us. Write down the correct names of these objects. So we have to write the names of these objects in the pictures here. So the first picture, it's a picture of a letter. So you can write there letter. Second one, it is a picture of a telephone. The third picture, you can write there radio. So that picture is of a radio. Below, you can see a newspaper here. So write down there newspaper. The next one is television. And the last one is desktop, the computer. So you can write down there desktop. So let's move on to our next one, exercises. Tick the things that can be used for connecting with hundreds of people at once. So the information or news that is passed on to a large number of people at the same time. So we have to find out the things. Here you can see a newspaper, a television, and a telephone. So which things can be used for connecting with hundreds of people at once? So that is newspaper and television. So you can tick the two options, newspaper and television. Page number 73. Here you can see number the given images from 1 to 4 to show how a letter reaches the person it is sent to. Here you can see the pictures are given and it is about a letter reaching the other person whom you are writing. So in the first picture you can see the postman collecting letters. The second picture you can see that the postman is stamping the letter. Third one, the postman delivering the letter, and in the first one you can see the boy posting in the post box. So how does a letter reach the person whom we are sending? First, write the letter, post it in the post box, and then postman collects it from the post box. He stamps the letters to where it has to reach, and then the postman delivers the letter. So this is the process how a letter reaches the person whom we are sending. So let's now write the numbers here. Number 1, the boy posting it in the post box. So here you can write number 1. Second is postman taking it from the post box. The third picture, the postman stamping the letters, and the last one, fourth, you can see the postman delivering letters. Page number 73 itself. Next question. Find 5 names of things we use to connect with the world. So here a grid is given. We have to find out the names. For example, you can see here R-A-D-I-O. It becomes radio, and you can circle the word. Similarly, find out the names of 5 things which we use to connect with the world. Moving on to our next one. Think it over. Imagine a world where there are no television, radio, mobile phones or computers. How would you connect with your friends and relatives? How would you get the news of the world? Would you like to live in such a world? So, imagine In a world where there is no television, radio, computers, mobile phone, how will you stay connected? You can stay connected through letters. And how will you get the news of the world? You can get the news or information from the newspapers. Would you like to live in such a world? Why or why not? You can write down the reason there. Next one is an activity corner. So here is a make a telephone. Take two pieces of cardboard, roll each one to form a broad pipe. Cover one of the openings with a round cardboard cut to size. Attach a string to join both the cardboard rolls. You should speak into one end and your friend should be listening at the other end. So this is an activity, so you can do it accordingly. So here you can see a picture. It is a telephone. This is used making disposable glass. So instead of cardboard, here you can also use disposable glass to make a telephone. The next one is an activity for you. Write a letter to your teacher. So find out the address of your school and write a letter to your teacher. So this is the activity for you in this chapter. With this, we finish our chapter, Connecting with People. We'll be meeting in the next class. Till then, thank you.